Hello, Bay Area. There is a way to identify the hot neighborhoods, and we are going to look at them today. I'm Amit Inamdar, your home price whistleblower, telling you the truth about the market as I know it. I'm also a Forbes Real Estate Council member. My company, Own Sweet Home Realty, has been serving Bay Area since 2001. We have helped hundreds of homeowners buy, sell, finance, and invest in real estate. We are the voice of reason for the Bay Area real estate market. So, whenever you have a question, all you have to do is just reach out to us. At any given time, different neighborhoods in the Bay Area are appreciating at different rates. Higher demand will create faster appreciation. And whether buying or selling, you want to take advantage of these appreciating neighborhoods, right? Today, I'm going to show you a way to identify these hot cities. We are going to focus on the cities within Tri-Cities and Tri-Valley areas. Before we dive into the discussion of hot neighborhoods, it's important to understand some market terminology and what it means to you as a home seller and home buyer. The active properties are available for purchase, and their list price indicates what buyers may pay for them. Once a seller accepts a buyer's offer, the property status changes to pending, and the price paid by the buyer indicates what buyers are paying for these properties in the current market. This data is not known until the sale closes. Once the property sale is complete, the status changes to sold, and then everyone knows what buyers were paying for those properties almost a month ago. Sold properties indicate what buyers will pay for similar properties, and if the property does not sell during the listing period, the property is changed to expired. They indicate what buyers will not pay for such properties. In terms of economics, the active properties represent the supply in the marketplace, whereas the pending properties represent the demand. Sold properties are a backward looking indicator, however, it's a good starting point in this supply limited Bay Area market, provided you adjust your bid to the market hotness. Expired listing indicates that the price at which the similar home in the market will face resistance. Now let's set our focus on the neighborhoods we are evaluating. For the past many years, we saw migration of first-time home buyers to Tri-Cities area. Those who could handle longer commutes preferred Tri-Valley cities due to relatively newer homes. Today we are going to evaluate which of these cities are showing hot markets. The market hotness can also be determined for a specific neighborhood within a specific city. And we can have a one-on-one discussion on that. However, today we are going to discuss and focus on the cities in the Tri-Valley and Tri-Cities area. If you are working in the Silicon Valley, Tri-Cities have reasonable commute to various work locations. Tri-Valley may be a commute nightmare. However, work from home has created a desire for home buyers to move farther away from these job locations. I pulled up this data on 19th of June and looked at active, pending, and sold listings in each of these cities. Interestingly enough, the inventory levels in these cities have gone up compared to previous years, as sellers want to take advantage of the appreciated home prices and the buyer demand that is reflected because of the low interest rates in today's environment. This color-coded graph shows inventory levels and sales in each of these cities. The interaction between supply, demand, and sold properties is what's going to guide us to the hot markets in these cities. There is a lot of information in this graph. Cities are listed on the horizontal axis and the median home price as of May 2019, oh sorry, it's actually May 2020, is also listed under the city names. Just because the prices are low does not mean people want to flock to those cities. Home buyers are also concerned with schools, neighborhood safety, available amenities, among other things. The red bars show market hotness as defined by the ratio of demand to supply, and the green bars show the months of inventory in each city available for sale today. As you have seen this slide in my previous videos, if the market has less than 6 months of inventory, it is considered seller's market. More than 6 months of inventory may indicate a short-lived neutral market and the buyer's market where prices are actually falling. So coming back to our graph, okay, the green bars in this graph, we are looking at about 2 months or lower inventory levels across these cities, indicating we are still in the high demand seller's market. For example, City of Dublin probably has the largest number of listings compared to the speed at which they are being sold. The sellers are very happy to have their home sales consumed within a matter of 2 months. This also means that the buyers have to be aggressive in making their offer stand out and win the bid by adjusting to market hotness. To look at market hotness, I have separated the red bars from the previous graph, and they show the ratio of demand and supply. As you see, the pending home numbers are higher than the active homes in these markets of Dry Valley, indicating buyers rush to these markets. Livermore being the hotspot in terms of home prices as well as affordability. This does not mean that the markets are not hot in the Tri-Cities area of Fremont, Union City, and Newark, just not as hot as Dry Valley. Anytime the demand to supply ratio is above 50%, the markets are considered hot. So in general, markets are hot in both Dry Valley and Tri-Cities area, with Dry Valley being the buyer's choice of destination today. There are many neighborhoods within a given city, and some show more appreciation potential than the others. If one does not understand the market hotness, sellers can leave money on the table by pricing the home too low. The dynamic markets of today require carefully pricing your home before it goes up for sale. So if you want to know about your home's true potential, call me for the free market evaluation. And home buyers, you do not want to make mistake of investing in a wrong city. There are many neighborhoods within a given city, and some show more appreciation potential than the others. So call me to discuss so we can select a better neighborhood when you buy and adjust your offer to the market hotness to create a winning bid. Again, this is Amit Inamdar, your voice of reason for the Bay Area housing market. And if you are buying, selling, or financing, connect with me. We now have 2020 summer buyer and seller guides for your review. Get valuable information that will change your outlook and get you on the path of wealth building. Just text guide to 415-234-HOME. That's 415-234-4663 to get your free guide. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.